Yeah. So here's the most recent example is that the condo market in Toronto. So you have a bunch of people who made speculative investments on the condo market in Toronto. This was due to unhinged in immigration policy from this particular government that remains in power, importing millions and millions of younger, less experienced people. And obviously, the real estate industry saw this and sort of projected out. And then they built all these sort of dog crate condos, and people were speculatively investing in them. And now that you've had a sort of a walk back on the crazy immigration policy that Canadians were subjected to, all of these condos are no longer as valuable as they were. Right? There's just a fundamental less demand for the given supply, and so the prices are falling. Now, instead of allowing the market to clear, allowing prices to fall for people who made those speculative investments to lose money and their equity, you've seen the government, the federal government, work in conjunction with the provincial government to effectively bail out that industry, to allocate money, to give them tax breaks, to try to stop the prices from falling. This is, I think, that's a horrific idea. What it does is it is basically a transfer of wealth from taxpayers all across the country to the investors in a very small and narrow market. Those investors should lose their money because they made a speculative investment that went wrong. Those prices should continue to fall. Eventually, you will find an equilibrium, and other people will be able to have an opportunity to invest in this asset at whatever the price in the market will bear. Instead, we have an allocation of your tax dollars to the speculative investors in Ontario, specifically in Toronto. And I think that that's criminal. I think that that's a horrific, horrific use of your money, tax dollars, money, etc.
So I agree with you. So let's play devil's advocate for a second. I have found in life that everything happens for a reason. Like, what would be some what would be let's start off with what would be some rational reasons as to why the overdevelopment happened in the first place? Like, why did that? Because I feel like it takes like two to tango, right?
I don't believe everything happens for a reason. With respect, I don't think malaria has I would like to object to that as a functional rule.
Yeah.
We can discuss why. Like, what do you mean? Like, why did Canada import 4 or 5 million uneducated people into our country? Like, is that your question?
I'm gonna try to really water it down. There has to be some rational reason. I'm gonna use a lot of incorrect words, so like correct me.
No, go for it.
Right? Okay. So there has to be some rational reason as to why taxpayer money is being deployed to bail out
Yes,
these investments.
votes,
Right? Yeah.
votes.
Votes. Okay. So
I mean, like, if you want to be really, really cynical about it,
yeah,
Mark Carney and the rest of the current government
yeah.
want to make sure that their voter base, which Toronto overwhelmingly votes for the current government and that party, remains on side. I mean, that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason they're doing it.